welcome to Planet Plipcam. Now this is Mazuri Gardens episode 8. Now in this episode we are theming the plain flat ride which I built in a previous episode. That's all done with a runway, and today we are putting foliage all around it and adding the queue lines. So I need to finish quite a few things off before moving on to the next big thing in the park. I have so many ideas and I would like to do a recreation of a ride that's coming very soon to a UK theme park. And I do not want to give everything away, but I have a notebook of cool ideas for the 40% build limit that is left. And it's a common problem with me. I get impulsive when there's exciting ideas to do, and I just need to take a few episodes to tick off some of the recent additions to the park. And certainly some of that will be finishing some of the stations for the 2 coasters that we've got in this park. And there's loads of stuff that I've been building behind the scenes and recording and making videos. It's just that I need to finish some things off so it's all in the right order for you. So here we go, let's have a look what we're doing in this episode. So as you can see at the moment, I've made these aeroplane botanical props, and I've used the icing for the propeller piece. I've just advanced moved them around and used that. And I wanted to add the gardens to Mazuri Gardens, as at the moment there's not too much foliage in the park, and I find it very relaxing, so I just sat down for one evening and just did this foliage work around the queue. So then I've done the flower bed, and I think you pronounce it scavola, and it's a bit rough in some places, but it gives you this nice juxtaposition of more regimented flowers. And I've just tried to stick to the colour scheme that I thought I was going to start with, but as I made the custom sign, I changed it later on. Then I wanted to add some realism, so I went on to make the entrance for the ride ops, and I've just used some rope and the signs, and then I put the entrance just for the ride ops, and just make it staggered, so the queue you obviously know as a guest that you can't go through there. So this is a very big jump in time here. You can see that there's a sign put up, a custom sign, and then I've done all of the queue line. It is all now finished. You can see that it looks brilliant now with all of the planes flying over. I'd love to be stood in that queue. The interaction between the people on the flat ride will be awesome, and that's something I really wanted to think about. Obviously the fencing of this ride is difficult because it's such a big footprint, and obviously in a real park, maybe if it was a budget park, they wouldn't be wanting to take up so much room with such an open space. But you can see now in Plipcam that we're going to go through the queue line. I've just sunk some of the pillars over the entrance things just to make it look a bit more oldie worldy, and then you can see all the entrance and exit here. So you've got all where the mechanics come in, and this has got all the thing on the floor, staff only there, and you've got this staggered queue line just so they know that you definitely don't be going through there as a guest. And then we'll head round into the queue line. I want to just give you a quicker look at the plane statues, so I've just duplicated these and I've had to adjust them to the colour scheme of the actual sign that I made, and that was actually really difficult to do, just changing all the colours of the flowers, as multi-select can be a bit difficult sometimes. And then I've really tried to vary some of the different fence types in this queue. I didn't want it to be all the same, so I've just gone for that. And then you can see all the tulips coloured to the colours of the ride, and I'm really liking how this queue line has turned out. Nice interaction also between this and the bobsled coaster. So you head round here, you can see all of the foliage. Just tried to continue the theme all the way around the ride, and then you get to this section where you're pretty much on the runway and you get let in here. So here you can see the flat ride, and then we've added this vintage style topper just for the ride up, and that's been coloured to the colours of the ride again. And you can now see a good glimpse of the ride sign that I made. That took me maybe about 2 hours to make, all out of basic shapes, and the coaster supports. I do edit that later in the video just to make it a bit more vibrant at night, but here you can see them taking off. It obviously doesn't get in the way of the ride, which is really good. And I went for the name Vertigo, just obviously you're going very high in this ride, so that was something I liked. And I also searched plane ride names online, and I think I found a Vertigo ride which was a flat ride similar to the plane ride, and it was just a flat ride that goes very high, so I like that name. And I still am yet to name the bobsled, but maybe you could help me with that in the comment section. So we'll head out the exit here and we'll continue in Plipcam. Again, you can see the variations of fences here, and you head into the next bit of this queue. So I've tried to really vary all the foliage, adding some different kinds of flowers and then different kinds of fences, as you can see, the Mazuri branding colours, and I've just finished off the bobsled kind of queue. So just looking at it quickly at night time, I'm really happy with how it looks. I do need to make sure that it's not too vibrant. I do want some more natural kind of yellows lighting, so that's something to look at. Might add some more of those lamps, those lanterns from the play park build. But yeah, I'm really happy, and as you'll see now, you'll see the sign, the custom Vertigo sign. I've just added some neon lighting, and that will wrap up the video. So I do hope that you've enjoyed this video. If you have, I'd be very grateful if you subscribe to the channel if you're new, and also like the video. There's many more episodes coming up in this series. I'm really going for this series at the moment. My Viking park's being left a bit behind, but I'm just in the flow for this park. So thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.